Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tip tricks and tutorials, and of course we like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this super OP gold farm. Now the reason I've come over here, I am actually indeed on my alt account. I'm going to show you how OP this gold farm is. All I need to do is turn this on. I currently have it all set up down there, ready and waiting. There we go. So I'm going to turn my trident killer on. I'm also going to get a little bit higher up so I can collect some of the XPs. Alright, so actually I can stand on top of these chests and collect the XPs. You can see how fast that the XP bar is going up. I literally had 0 XPs and I'm already halfway there to level 30. This farm is literally insane. I turned it off ages ago and you can still see literally how many pigmen are in there. I'm actually going to help this thing along because this is just insane. So you can see just there, all of that stuff is yet to be collected. And if we go down here, you can see that stuff is literally going through and through and through. This is already full. Oh my god. That is, dude, it's crazy. This is just a crazy farm. You are going to want to make this ASAP. So yeah, let's get on to the video. The items you are going to need are in this large chest. Now there does look like there is a lot. However, for the production of this farm, for the stuff that you get back from this farm, it is entirely worth it. Again, I'm not going to read all these out because yeah, it would take too long. So feel free to pause the video right now and get all the items you are going to need. I would probably say it is a good idea to grab yourself a map as well. Reason being is because this farm is direction based. We're going to need our water streams that collect our pigmen to be south facing. As you can see, I am now south facing, and I mean, these don't look like much at the minute, but when we actually place our portals, you will know that these are south facing. What I've done to make the video faster is already dug out all the dugout bits, so there's going to be no digging to do in this video, although I'm going to show you the exact measurements required so you don't get confused. These water trenches are 22 blocks long. I have also made 4 of them, which are 6 blocks apart. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As you can see, we've got 4 trenches, 22 blocks long, 6 blocks apart. I've also added this little shovel mark or path mark, whatever you want to call it. This is just going to give me an indication where I'm going to start my portal. In addition to this, I've added a bucket of water to each side of my water trench. You can do that right now if you really want to. However, we do need to edit this so it meets in the middle a little bit later on in the video. Right now, let's start building our portals. I would definitely advise doing your water trenches first. This will give you a good kind of basis on where to build your portals. You want to make sure that you start one over your water trench this side, and you basically want to finish your portal in line with the water trench that side. So it's one over that side and one in line this side. As soon as you know that information, you can pretty much just link it up like so. Obviously, you're going to want to go 21 blocks up, so that would mean we'd be on 91. Cobblestone in the corner, and then we are going to go all the way across. And of course, link the last bit up. I'm going to remove the corners just to be stingy. At this point, we should have our first portal made. Now we need to copy that and do it another 3 times in front of these 3 water streams. I'm going to do that and I will be back in a second. Once all 4 portals have been built, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Remember, our water streams are in front of our portals. So if I get a map and face this way, you can see I'm pointing southwards down on the map, and my water streams are also pointing that way. Now we're going to work on a way to light all of our portals. First of all, I'm going to come to this corner, place a holder block, place another block here, and bring this another 7 blocks down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be 8 blocks in total. After this, I'm going to turn like this, grab my first observer of the build and place it facing that way. As you can see, the face will be facing that way. Then I'm going to look at all of these pieces of cobblestone, placing observers all the way down. As you can see, they will continue to flash, and I'm going to bring them all the way down to this end piece of cobblestone. Now let's grab our doors, face towards our portals, and place a door on each one of the pieces of cobblestone. Last but no means least, we need to make some kind of little barricade to prevent any spillage from coming out. This is of course lava. We do not want any lava spillage, so I'm just going to seal it in like so. Of course, you can remove any unnecessary blocks. Now, we will need to add lava to this, but I'm going to do that right at the end. And once you have built one of these, you are going to need to build another 3 on each of these portals. I'll be back once all 3 are made. Sweet. They are now fully complete. We have our means to light the farm. We now need to break the portals once they light. And to do this, I am simply going to use dispensers and powdered snow. Grab yourself some solid blocks of choice. Place 2 blocks here in front of each corner like this, all the way on all 4 portals like so. And then we're going to grab 4 dispensers, place 1 there. We're going to place 1 there like so, another one there, and our final one, or first one. What I'm going to need to do is add another temporary block there and a block here like so, and then remove that one. I'm going to grab my torch and place my torch there like that. Grab a repeater, and that's going to go into the back of that dispenser like that. And then we're going to remove the block underneath that first dispenser and grab our dust and place a piece like that. What you can do now is grab that block that was under the dispenser and place it there. This is just going to give us a little bit of a redstone current, so we can bring it down to all of these. Now, this is not actually going to reach all the way down to the end. You will need another repeater. I'm going to add one just about here, and then of course complete the connection. I'm going to turn this off by placing a switch there, and then I'm going to add a powdered snow to each one of these dispensers. Breaking and lighting complete. Let's finish off the collection system. So if you haven't already added a bucket of water to each side of the collection system, I very much would do that. This is going to give you a good indication of where the center is. As you can see, we've got 2 blocks there and 2 blocks there. There, I have the center. What I've done is go 3 blocks down, and the reason I've gone 3 blocks down is because the water will flow down here, and we don't want any pigment escaping. I've gone 3 blocks down, and then in this direction, using a 2 wide corridor, I've gone 7 blocks. Again, you could make the height all the same like I've done. At this point, I've dropped down another block and gone another 7 blocks. You can see here, I've added a button and a button. This is going to stop any water from flowing down there, which is, of course, our kill chamber. Now, our kill chamber obviously starts here. Now, from this block here, if I remove these, this goes down exactly 30 blocks. We're going to be using full damage and a trident killer, but I wanted to have both systems because, of course, this is the super OP gold farm. Now, to give you a better visualization of how it's dug out, you can see once I place these buckets of water, they will perfectly go down and go down to the buttons. Of course, the buttons are stopping it, and everything is now going to flow into my kill chamber. And to get these bits to link up, it is super simple. All you are going to do is place yourself a sign there once you have done your middle trench. Place another sign and do exactly the same this side, like so. And we are going to remove 3 blocks. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then all our pigment will flow into there. Again, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Let me remove that one. That was a little bit hard. And of course, I'm going to do this process on all 4 portals. I'm not going to skip this bit. I want you to see this so you can see that yeah, it's all the same apart from the last one, which is facing the opposite way. So this is what I mean on the last one. Of course, the kill chamber just goes straight down, so you are going to have to turn around and, of course, place these signs on here this time. But, of course, it does exactly the same thing. We're going to remove 3 blocks, and our water will flow into the middle. Dude, it would start raining. It's not even, like, sleep time. So, yeah, it's just started raining. Literally, I can't even sleep to get rid of it. So, yeah, the next step would be this. What we're going to do is we are going to seal our streams up. Okay, this is just going to prevent anything from, you know, like escaping. And all we're going to do is do a 2 high wall all the way down like this. I'm going to use cobblestone. You could use glass if you really wanted to. I used glass on the other one to make it look a little bit more better. However, you really don't need to use glass. You can use cobblestone like I'm using here. For sure, cobblestone is going to be way cheaper. Again, just a 2 high wall all the way down, making sure no pigmen will spill out of our farm. Sweet. Now the farm looks like this. You can see we have our collection systems fully sealed in, so nothing will escape. I'm also going to try and sleep. Dude, one of these days, I'm gonna literally go all out war on the rain. You think I'm kidding? So we are pretty much complete. We just need to sort out our kill system. Now, I've made this little ladder section so I can get down and up to my AFK spot, and as you can see, that is exactly where the pigmen will fall. As I said before, this is the super OP gold farm, so not only are we going to use full damage, but we're also going to have a trident killer. We can't use these both at the same time, unfortunately. However, the reason I like to have both is because of the collection system. If you use a trident killer, you will get treasure, loot, and XP. However, if you use full damage, you only get flesh and golden nuggets. This is really easy to sort out, and if you've not got a lot of time, which sometimes I don't, I think it's better to do that way. However, if you want loads of XP and loads of loot, loads of gold, you've got to have a trident killer as well. I definitely advise you to add one. We know that this point here is going to be the point where they are going to die upon full damage. What I'm going to do is go one more block down and start our trident killer. You can see I've removed all the blocks around the edges because we are going to need to place some other blocks for our trident killer. First of all, go into each corner and place down a powered rail like so. Then we're going to drop down and facing into this block like that, so our observer will be facing our powered rail like that. We are going to want to place all 4 observers, and that is the last observer of the build. Remember, our observers need to be facing our powered rails. After this, we're simply going to fill the gaps with some solid blocks. On top of those solid blocks, we are going to grab 4 pistons and place a piston on top of each solid block. Finally, we are going to fill the gaps with some solid blocks. Grab ourselves a lever. I'm going to drop down here, place it just there like so, and flick it twice. You can see that our trident killer is now completely like moving on its own. What we're going to need to do to finalize this is, of course, add our trident. There we go. I'm going to turn it off because it is super loud. Of course, our pigmen would be able to escape right now, so I'm just going to fill in the gaps as well. I may need to pick that up again, but you can see here, once our pigmen fall, they will fall on top of this piston head, which is still 30 blocks down. One final thing you're going to need to add if you do have a trident killer. To use the trident killer, if you've gone 30 blocks down, you will need a way to stop any full damage from the pigmen. So all I'm going to do is add a dispenser with some water, and this side I'm going to place a button. So of course, when we do want to use our trident killer, we just press that, and that water there will not supposed to do that. Well, I forgot to add buttons. Not to worry, I can literally add some now. I'm going to need a solid block just there, and I'm going to add 2 buttons there, and of course 2 buttons there, like that, and that should, yep, sort the water out. Of course, now that will prevent any full damage from the pigmen. I'm going to throw my trident back in there, like that. Oh, couple of solid blocks there. So this actually wasn't in the build, but I'm going to place an iron bar there just instead so I can collect the XPs. At least I think I'm going to be able to collect the XPs from there, like this. Of course, I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get hit by the pigmen once they are in there. You could add a step or a half slab or something. It doesn't have to be an iron bar. We are literally so close to being finished. Of course, now we just need to be able to collect the items that we get from those falling and dying pigmen. All I'm going to do that is remove some blocks underneath. I've found the floor just here. You can see that that is our final block. We are going to need to come 1 block underneath that and clear it out so we've got a space. I'm then just going to clear out a little bit more area like this. Of course, now we are just going to add some hoppers and chests to collect our items. And to do that, I'm going to grab my chest right now. I'm going to place a chest here, like so, and a chest there. I'm going to place another one just here, and another one just there. In addition to this, I'm going to place 2 hoppers in the back. Now, these 2 hoppers will be underneath the floor. As you can see, we only need 2 because we are going to be using rails and hopper minecart. So let's grab our rails right about now. What we're going to want to do, place 1 in that corner and 1 in this corner. You are going to need to be crouching, of course. Again, apparently I wasn't crouching. Crouch, and we are going to grab our hopper minecarts, or minecarts with hoppers, should I say. Boom. And of course, boom. Place another rail in this corner, and you are going to need to get round to that corner somehow to place another rail. Probably the best bet is to go round the outside like this. You got to be really careful not to break anything. I'll add my final rail, and you'll see that these two hopper minecarts will start going a little bit crazy. These will spin for literally ever. I'm just going to fill in anywhere that I removed. I'm also going to fill in down here because it turns out I didn't need to clear that out in the first place. At this point, I would definitely think about adding more chests. I'm just going to add another 3-4 double chests. You are probably going to need more than that. This thing is so OP. I'm going to add a double chest here, like so. Remember, you're going to need to go from the bottom down. It's going to be a lot easier to place your hoppers and stuff like that. So there we go. We're going to link that one. And of course, wherever that hopper went, let me move that right now. I'm gonna link that one, and if we just go down here, we should be able to get yet another chest down there, like that. And finally, we should, if we remove this one, be able to get another chest just here. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that is probably not going to be enough chest. You can add some more if you really want. Honestly, I would probably add a smelting system down here as well if you are using the trident killer. That thing is super powerful. Sweet, that is kill and collection system complete. Now all we need to do is add our lava, and that is going to be farm complete. Now the placement of the lava is super simple. You're going to want to go 3 from each side, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Place it there. Same for this side. That's 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to want to do that to every single one. Now, if you struggle to place the lava down, you can place it on this back piece of cobblestone. It should place straight away. For me, this will be the last piece of lava. I am now free to turn on this farm. Right now, I'm just going to use the full damage system. So I just want to make sure that the water is off. Yep, the water's off. So all I need to do now is turn it on. So I'm literally going to flick this switch like this. And you can see this thing will start to work. You can see that the direction of the farm is really important. If you have this the wrong way, your pigmen will literally go flying everywhere. We've had this on for around about 30 seconds. Let's see what damage we've been able to do. Damn, there are so many pigmen dying right now. So already we have 15 golden nuggets and 22 rotten flesh. And over here we have 22 golden nuggets and 19 flesh. That's literally been 30 seconds worth of damage, and that is literally without a trident killer as well. Do need to remove this iron bar because it looks like it's making some of the items not get collected. So there we go, that is farm complete. I do hope that this helps you out in your world. If you want loads and loads of gold and XP, this is well and truly the farm for you. I will catch you on the next one.